From Rahul Gandhi's criticism of PM Modi on Adani to Eknath Shinde's stand of Maharashtra CM and India's response to Israel-Hezbollah ceasefire. Here are the major stories of the day in this news wrap. Hi, I'm Khyati Rajvanshi and you're watching the Indian Express. Let's get started. In the big news of the day, the Adani bribery case echoed both inside and outside Parliament on Wednesday as the Congress and the BJP engaged in a slugfest after the Adani group said the billionaire has not been charged with corruption in the US indictment. Both houses were adjourned as Parliament saw stormy scenes after several opposition leaders gave notice for a discussion on the bribery case, suspending all other business. Speaking to reporters in the Parliament complex, leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, repeated his call for Adani's arrest, saying the industrialist would never accept the charges mentioned by US prosecutors.
You think Adani is going to accept the charges? Which world are you living in, brother? Obviously he's going to deny the charges. The point is he has to be arrested. The point is he has to be arrested, as we have said. Hundreds of people are being arrested on tiny charges. The gentleman has been indicted in the United States for thousands of crores. He should be in jail. And the government, please let me speak, and the government is protecting him.
Moving on to news from Maharashtra's political corridors, the suspense over who will become the next chief minister after the Mahayuti's landslide victory continues. Caretaker Chief Minister Eknath Shinde on Wednesday declared that the Shiv Sena would fully accept and support any decision made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah on the matter, assuring there would be no obstacles from their side.
कल आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से भी बात की, उनको भी कहा सरकार बनाने में हमारी तरफ से कोई अड़चन नहीं है, आप निर्णय ले लो, जैसे आपके भारतीय जनता पार्टी को आपका निर्णय अंतिम रहता है। हम भी महायुति के कौन लीडर है, एनडीए के लीडर कौन है, मोदी जी है, अमित भाई है, तो उनको कहा कि मैंने अमित भाई जी को भी फोन किया, मोदी जी को भी फोन किया, सरकार बनाने में हमारी तरफ से कोई भी रुकावट, कोई भी अड़चन, कोई भी कुछ भी किसी भी तरह का अड़ंगा नहीं है। आप बेशक आप निर्णय ले लो, उस निर्णय की तामील हो जाएगी, निर्णय की अमल हो जाएगी। और मैं आज आप सबको कहता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेता जो निर्णय लेंगे मुख्यमंत्री पद के बारे में, जो उनका कैंडिडेट होगा, उसको हमारा शिवसेना का पूरी तरह समर्थन है।
Turning to southern India, the India Meteorological Department (IMD) has forecast that the deep depression over the Bay of Bengal will intensify into Cyclone Fengal by Wednesday, bringing heavy to very heavy rainfall across Tamil Nadu. Districts including Chennai, Mayiladuthurai, and Cuddalore are on high alert, with extreme rainfall warnings in place. Schools and colleges have been closed as a precaution, and NDRF teams have been deployed to assist with relief operations. Chennai is grappling with waterlogged roads, traffic disruptions, and impacted flights and essential services. Check our detailed video report on this. The India Meteorological Department (IMD) said that the deep depression over southwest Bay of Bengal is likely to intensify into a cyclonic storm on Wednesday. Once intensified, the storm, identified as Cyclone Fengal, will bring heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places in Chennai, Tiruvallur, Kanchipuram, Chengalpattu, Villupuram, Ariyalur, Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Nagapattinam, and Pudukkottai districts, where extremely heavy rain at one or two places in Cuddalore and Mayiladuthurai districts. In view of the rains, authorities have declared a holiday for schools and colleges in several regions, including Nagapattinam, Mayiladuthurai, Tiruchirappalli, and Tiruvarur. The IMD has also issued flash flood warnings in the watersheds and neighborhoods of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and Karaikal. NDRF teams have been deployed in Karaikal, Tiruvarur, Kudalore, Nagapattinam, and Mayiladuthurai, Tanjavur, according to the IMD release. So, what is the current situation in Chennai? Due to the rains, heavy traffic congestion was witnessed in many areas, including the arterial OMR road, and traffic flow was affected in several areas as roads came under sheets of water. Also, in Chennai, there was a delay in the landing of 7 flights. State-run dairy Avin said that it had taken all steps to ensure unhindered milk supply to the people and announced that 8 of its parlors here will be open 24. Now, an update on the Sambhal violence. Samajwadi Party MP Zia-ur-Rehman Barq has accused the police of being complicit in the incident, alleging that they manipulated statements to cover up their shortcomings. Barq also condemned the state of law and order in Uttar Pradesh, calling it deeply concerning and urging accountability. Hear his full statement for more details.
के अंदर जो पुलिस प्रशासन का पूरी तरह से इस घटना को अंजाम देने में इसमें हाथ है और पूरी अपनी लापरवाही और नाकामी को छुपाने के लिए लगातार अपने बयान को बदल रहे हैं। आपने देखा होगा पहले बयान उन्होंने दिया कि पुलिस और प्रशासन पुलिस की तरफ से कोई गोली नहीं चली और उसके बाद में जब वीडियो वायरल हुई तो बैकफुट पे नजर आ रहे हैं। फिर उसके बाद उसको दूसरा रुख दे रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं कि 2 गुटों के बीच में ये संघर्ष हुआ। अफसोस की बात है कहाँ चली गई इनकी बुद्धि कि किस प्रकार से कि 2 गुटों का ये कहाँ से मसला आ गया। ये पुलिस ने गोली चलाई और उसके बाद में आपने कल देखा होगा पुलिस के अधिकारी जो सर्किल ऑफिसर है वो टेबल पर बैठ करके बिल्कुल मीडिया से मुखातिब होते हुए कह रहे हैं कि अगर जाहिल लोग हमारे पर गोली चलाएंगे तो क्या हम मरेंगे। तो ये अपने बयान को खुद बदलना है। ये आम जनता को जिनकी रक्षा जिनके ये जनता के नौकर हैं, जिनकी जनता की रक्षा के लिए इनको जिम्मा दिया गया है, उनकी हत्या अगर ये लोग करेंगे तो कानून व्यवस्था कैसे चलेगी। इस प्रदेश और देश के अंदर कानून व्यवस्था का बुरा हाल है, संविधान की धज्जियां उड़ाई जानी है। और हमने आज भी सदन के अंदर हमारे नेता हमारे माननीय डिम्पल यादव जी, माननीय धर्मेंद्र यादव जी और सारे सांसदों ने इस चीज को मुद्दे को उठाया कि इस पर चर्चा कराइए।
Lastly, turning to international developments, India has welcomed the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanon, expressing hope for peace and stability in the region. The ceasefire, brokered by the US and France, took effect early Wednesday after over a year of conflict. India's Ministry of External Affairs underscored the importance of de escalation and dialogue in resolving tensions.
India has welcomed the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, expressing hope that the agreement will bring peace and stability to the wider region. The ceasefire, which took effect early Wednesday morning, follows a rare diplomatic breakthrough brokered by the United States of America and France. The ceasefire agreement, which involves the Israel Defense Forces and the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah, has been hailed as a much-needed step towards reducing tensions in the Middle East. The ceasefire came after a year of conflict, which had led to widespread devastation and instability across the region. India's Ministry of External Affairs issued a statement welcoming the ceasefire, stressing the importance of de-escalation, restraint, and dialogue. The statement reads, "We hope these developments will lead to peace and stability in the wider region." In a similar vein, India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar had expressed grave concern over the ongoing conflict in West Asia, calling it a global issue. Back in early October, he emphasized the far-reaching consequences of regional instability, stating, "A conflict anywhere creates problems everywhere. These are big factors of instability, big factors of concern." In Lebanon, the ceasefire has brought some relief as displaced residents of southern Lebanon have meanwhile started to return to their homes, marking the end of a long period of displacement. International media reports indicate that there were celebrations in these communities as people began to return to their properties, which had been heavily impacted by Israel's military operations against Hezbollah. The Lebanese army, tasked with ensuring that the ceasefire holds, is preparing to deploy troops in the southern part of the country, which is a region that had been heavily bombarded during Israel's military campaign. The army's primary mission will be to monitor and maintain peace along the volatile border where Hezbollah operates strongholds in southern Beirut and other key areas. This ceasefire represents a rare victory for diplomacy in a region that has been marred by conflict for over a year. Despite many setbacks, both sides have agreed to halt hostilities under the terms brokered by the United States and France, offering a glimmer of hope for the future of the region.
That's all for the day, but leaving you with visuals from South Korea's capital, which has been blanketed by what the weather agency said was the heaviest November snowfall since records began over a century ago. It was the first snowfall of this year's winter.